Welcome to the Numerology and the Astrology for January 14th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 11. The number 11 is a high vibration in yogic numerology. It's the number of transcendence and consciousness. It's about looking at things from an overview pattern, so it's kind of like flying above and looking down on things rather than kind of being caught in the fray of things, which right now would be really advisable on tons and tons of levels. This number is called the Leonardo da Vinci number because it's a number that thinks outside of the box and, tries to pull a lot of knowledge and a lot of information from a lot of levels in order to create and manifest something unique and different. So today we encounter another moment of transcendence, the number 11. Another moment to step out of the old reality and into a new one. But it takes effort, focus, intention, and desire. Part of the lesson with this number is to see outside of our normal reality, to see another possibility and another way. Choice becomes an important word because we are always at choice. But as one of the great healers used to say, there's choice and no choice, and no choice is a choice, and denial is a choice, and resistance is a choice, and harming others is a choice. And so, there's this process in life that we have to just take a look at our choices and see what was the intention and what was not the intention of that particular choice. So in a world where so many have previously chosen things that are less than healthy, it becomes important for each individual the choices that they make. So think outside of the box today. Expand past the fear. Look at the risks that are necessary in life for you to live with. This number is associated with, again, art, creativity, invention, things that are brand new, things that are on that cutting edge of reality. And look at the world that we're in. We're in a world that there's so much technology, and I'm so grateful for all the technology improving and increasing at such an exponential rate. So now, again, be a synthesizer of information and look at all of it, analyze all of it, look at how the extraneous pieces could fit together, and find a possibility in that integration. And that's how things get invented far beyond their time. And perhaps, we need to think outside of the box a little bit. That might be a better way. The astrology today, the sun aligns with Pluto exactly on Thursday morning. This is a continuation of the new moon pattern that happened a few days ago. Small things will happen that put us on alert. Improvements come from acceptance and making choices that determine positive actions and helping those in need. Mars and Neptune semi-square, and this will help take some of the intensity down a notch. A much-needed choice. Some old places of confidence waver in the exposure of the holes now seen in the previous patterns and choices. That can be a bit shocking, but losing confidence will help gain perspective. All plans can be revised and reviewed. All things can be improved. But before that happens, it is good to take a pause and rest before moving ahead. So, this is one of those periods as we come into, this cycle, and I always say again, all of these things are, maps as we kind of move through life. Astrology is a map, numerology is a map. The patterns of addictive behaviors are maps. Patterns of narcissists are maps. There's certain things that, are kind of constructed in a certain way and have a tendency to flow a certain way. And when you look at all the patterns, it's kind of important to kind of notice those patterns and try to discern where those patterns are going to take us and where they're going to actually lead us or where they're not going to lead us. And so this is one of those moments where everyone that I talk to every single day can feel these patterns expanding and increasing and intensifying, and there's a lot of anticipation, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety that's going on as we move closer and closer into this big shift in consciousness that's happening. So everyone kind of take their time and kind of go slow and make those adjustments that are necessary, because we're all in a new territory. We're all looking at things with a very different set of eyes. And, this pattern is a new pattern that's unfolding. And because of that, it's harder to anticipate what that pattern maybe is supposed to look like. But, overview is going to be the key. And today is that day where you want to look at the overview and see from a place that really helps become more integrated, is the best way to say it. Okay, thanks everyone.